What is going on?
It's short, dude.
It wasn't short.
It's short.
It's shorter. I'm telling you, it's not.
It's short, man.
What is going on, everybody? We are back. As you can see, we also have a different background than what we normally have.
Boom.
So
same spot, different location.
It's literally just like
yeah. We had to make room though. We got to make room.
We got a special guest coming a little bit later, and we're going to need a little bit more room. Not to say it's probably more likely just because
a lot of it is ego.
I think our ego probably.
No, I don't have one of those.
I don't think you do.
I don't have an ego.
Do your intro.
Not yet.
Why?
You know, I'm gonna do my intro with him. With our special
Why would
guest.
it make sense to do
because
ladies and gentlemen, boys, all that crap?
Because that's a huge intro. Like ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls.
Yeah.
Let's get ready to intro.
Yeah. Anyway,
welcome back though. Welcome back. Missed y'all.
Yes, for a week.
For a whole week.
Let's see, it has been exactly a week.
Yeah, I mean Friday to Friday. Yeah, that's a week.
But so hopefully you guys have done good. We got a good show in store tonight.
Yeah,
I think so. I think it's going to be pretty legit.
Yeah.
But so hopefully everything's been going well with you guys this week. For us this week has kind of just been kind of normal, I would say.
Oh, my truck got a boo-boo.
Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah, so that was no truck. That was a normal. Truck got boo-boo.
Yeah, he got no more truck. Well, you got a truck.
Then they don't want to have parts for the boo-boo.
Exactly.
And there's no Band-Aid.
So I mean, exactly. So that stuff, we're dealing with that. I mean, sure, Prime's dealing with it. All the different other companies are also dealing with it. The fact of parts. Because I think
trucks.
Well, trucks too, but trucks have parts.
Yeah.
So what was it like? They quoted you initially that you were going to be about a month out.
Yeah.
That's a long time to be waiting for a part. That's crazy. But they said they did some fandangling.
What? They did. Prime doing Prime things.
Prime doing Prime things. Prime reached out.
Not everybody can pull off what our parts people can pull off. So I mean, progress is coming sooner than later.
Yep. But this is going to be we'll call it the unapologetically FUBAR Friday edition.
That's fair terminology.
I think it'd be pretty decent. But
I got all spoofed up.
Is it spooky?
Yeah, with my Sound Studios hoodie. Should be a T-shirt.
It should be a
have
T-shirt.
Another S in there, so I can go.
Also, that way you can actually wear it in the summertime too.
Shout out to the Swampers.
Oh, speaking of cool places, or speaking of cool things we're doing, we're going to be doing something, aren't we? We're going to the danger zone. We are going to be going to the danger zone. Done?
I thought you were talking over it.
No, that's really bad background music.
No, it was very good background music.
So we are going to go see Maverick, the new Top Gun movie, which is we've been waiting for it for
2 years.
Exactly. It was supposed to come out during.
Damn you, Uncle COVID.
I know COVID came out, and then all of a
sudden,
smart
move by them though, man.
That's a good point.
Don't release the movie.
Because could you imagine if that movie was just released on Prime Video?
Yeah, that would have been.
That would have sucked.
Horrible.
But I mean, I'm looking forward to it. We're going to go to a screening. I think that's pretty bomb. We're going to have the Top Gun FUBAR.
Yeah.
So we got to get our aviators. I don't think I fit in the flight suit.
Oh, I don't own aviators.
You need to go get some aviators. Get some aviators because we're going to feel the need
for speed.
The need for speed. So that's going to go down. I'm looking forward to it. I think that's going to be awesome.
In case you didn't know, it comes out May 27th. So if you didn't know, now you know. and you better.
But we're
get
not going to
tickets
see
early.
him May 27th.
Absolutely not, because we're cool, man. We're
We're
FUBARs.
cool. We're exactly.
You know, like, we're FUBAR Friday, bro. We get
in.
early premiere to shit.
Exactly.
You know?
We get to go see it early.
Yeah.
So it's
not telling you when or where, because then you might try to meet us there. And
exactly. Then
then
we got to run in. Like, we got to make sure the TMZ doesn't know where we're at, because I mean, we're getting that popularity is just going to turn into. It's just like everybody wants autographs.
Is this what that ego thing was you were talking about earlier?
Might have been.
I feel me getting pushed away from you. Like,
I said we.
The ego's getting real big.
I said we.
Yeah, I mean, there was a we in there for sure, but hey, old Peg Legs.
Oh, Peggy's back.
What up?
What's going on, Peg Leg? So, I believe he missed last week, didn't he?
No, he was out here last week.
He was here. No, freaking, what's his nuts? What's his nuts?
Old Timmy.
Timmy was not
Timmy
there.
Turbo.
Yeah. He did comment, like, later on, like, when we released the actual video, or whenever it got the next day.
Right.
He actually commented on it and said that he apologized he wasn't there.
That happens. Everybody gets busy.
As I see right now, I mean, unless he's
watching,
you're not here again.
Right, he'd be all up in there if he was.
But you know who is?
He's probably in line at what?
McDonald's. Or no, we know he's in line at McDonald's.
Yeah, because he made that mistake once.
Exactly. I don't think he's making that mistake again. But yeah, I think he's in line at McDonald's. That makes more sense. So, also, I just put another video up yesterday about the
oh, I watched that.
About it's license stuff. I mean, that makes no sense to me.
Amen.
I've had more people, and the thing is, I've had family members do it. It's just like I don't understand the reasoning or wanting to wait to get your license, because I was at 15 and a half. I was down there taking my permit.
Right. And my kids were 15 when they went and got their permit. So, well, one was 16, but
yeah,
that was 15 and a half.
Well, when you started driving legal?
I was legal. Yeah, I was.
Did you go get your license?
I was not allowed to. I was not allowed to get my license until I turned 18.
Was that a mandate by the state, or was
yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
They
said no license for you.
Did it have to do with that 116?
No, that came after I had a license.
Oh, that came afterwards. Okay,
yeah.
Sure.
Because previous to having one, you know what I mean? Like, there was no getting caught. Like, you had to. But luckily, I didn't own the car, so I mean, it wasn't a big deal.
Did you? Yeah.
Well, 90% of the time, it was.
Did
stolen.
you know who owned the car?
Nah. I just borrowed it.
Borrowed thing.
Borrowed. And notice the people do not leave keys in car, because that's negligent borrowing.
What's up, Paper Chase? What's going on, brother? How you doing?
Paper chasing.
Would you believe me if I tell you that my last name is
not anymore?
Not anymore. Let's see. My daughter will be 16 June 14th. Hey, awesome, man. And has no desire. My son was almost 18 before he got it. See, that's crazy to me. Like that is that. I know
your license gives you freedom.
Exactly. It's that jump into adulthood. It's like that freedom. It's that I get to.
Dad, can I borrow the car?
No.
You know, you're like, yeah. I mean, like,
it gives him the freedom to say no.
Right. But
I mean, that was a big deal for me to. I mean, heck, to even just go to the store to get something to drink or something like that without like taking my bike or my skateboard
or walking,
and also coming back and drinking the drink. And it's cold. But
like you said, like these kids can order like Uber Eats and whatnot. You know what I mean? Like, they don't need to go anywhere. Everybody comes to them.
Right. I mean,
but
that's a good point.
Dear youth and future, you know what I mean? Like, if you don't have a license, then Uber Eats is out of business.
Yeah.
Like, nobody's there to deliver it to you because nobody has a license. It's pretty. Although they're coming out with robots. Like, I've seen the Domino's car.
Oh yeah, that.
And they're already doing it out there in the other countries.
There was an issue with the Domino's car too. Like, somebody had actually bought the car. I saw it on YouTube. Like, there was a guy that bought one of the Pizza Hut, like pizza mobiles, had bought one of those, and he had bought it, and he was restoring because it had a little bit of damage to it. So he was doing that, and he was videoing. He was doing some YouTube stuff on it, and Domino's came back and actually took it back from him and repossessed it. So it was and what he was going into was the fact that the manufacturer of that automobile is Domino's. Like it's Domino's car.
Right.
So it was never intended for personal use at all. It was only for promotional reasons or delivering the pizza.
Right.
So I mean,
who
they
sold
were.
it to him?
He apparently he bought it from either I guess the junkyard or the junkyard sold it whenever they weren't supposed to, but I don't know.
Yeah, get a license, man. Whatever.
What's going on, Kiersey?
Hey,
We're still without
still
breakfast.
hungry.
Exactly. I think it was international. If it was international, that's probably why it broke. Maybe a Nikola. Oh, that's right. That's Tesla's
rival.
Yeah. But Nikola was having some issues. I remember
everybody has issues.
I think we invested into Nikola, and Nikola was having they had all kinds of issues, but I think it's more so that Tesla keeps trying to block a lot of the stuff what they're doing because Tesla wants to be the only one in the market.
Well, yeah, why would you not want to be?
Yeah.
I mean, Tesla basically just bought Twitter.
Well, Nikola was also the one that was going to really go a lot more commercial.
Mm-hmm.
So they had a lot of contracts with like US Express. They had some contracts with Swift, CR England, that when those production vehicles came off, they were going to go straight to them.
Right.
So, I mean, he was jumping more so in the commercial aspect. I mean, I know Tesla is doing the same thing, but I've seen like one truck or one Tesla truck out there on the road.
It ain't coming.
And it's still in the testing phase. Like, how long does it need to be in the testing phase, guys? Like, that's crazy.
Forever.
I'm in California. Want some imaginary tacos? No, we don't want imaginary tacos. We want real tacos.
Right, and not from California because they would be disgusting when you got back.
Oh, that's a good point.
What you hit me for, dog? You want that sake ass taco? Like you can get it. You're like, yeah, he wants a sake taco. Bring one back for him.
I thought you were trying to smash on my state.
California's too far away. I don't like California.
That's where the tacos come from. That's
where
good tacos come from.
That I don't like California.
I'm ready to come home. How long you been out there? Yeah, I know you've been out there for a while.
Hey, one day in Cali is too long, man.
No,
can't stand it.
Not so much.
Look, man, like y'all voted to raise your own taxes. That's a different level of stupidity.
That's a good point. I mean, the thing is, like, we have 75 cents on the gallon for taxing before we even pump anything at 75 cents.
Yeah,
that's ridiculous. I mean, that's.
Then you have the earth tax. Then you have you're using gas tax, and then you have we don't use the same gas as the rest of the country because we're better than them tax.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, well, that's not even a tax.
The thing is, that's why you're having a lot of people leaving California. They're coming to the Midwest. They're going all over the place. So, I mean, California is almost having like a mass exodus.
Like, oh yeah, absolutely.
And what's going to happen is that they're going to drain that state, and everybody's going to be gone, except for the movie stars. But even so, the movie stars, a lot of them are moving to Georgia. Yeah, because Atlanta is turning into like the new Hollywood.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's
and if you don't like it, you can thank Tyler Perry.
Mm-hmm. Thanks, Tyler. Let's see. Jake in the Box. It's supposed to be Jack in the Box. Paper chase. Jack in the Box taco may hold up for the trip. That's a good point.
Damn, that's a hell of
those tacos might definitely will hold up.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Like, I don't understand.
They're very rockish.
So it's not good.
It's not good.
Okay, I mean, that is a jab.
I mean, but I also remember surviving off of those tacos. I mean, it's like because it was back in the day, it was $2 or sorry, $1 for 2 tacos.
Do you remember when Taco Bell, when I was a kid, Taco Bell did like 50-cent tacos?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, the whole neighborhood would pitch in. And then when Paul used to go down and get them, bro, I used to smoke. Like, I eat so many tacos. Oh, I don't even like Taco Bell.
But dude, it's hard. It's hard not
like
to like cheap tacos.
Fair. I mean, when you have 30 tacos, dude. Like, I mean, as a neighborhood, we probably had like 120 tacos.
Yeah. People move and vote the same way. We'll destroy the new location. Yeah.
It happens.
Sorry, Missouri educated. Hey, don't worry, man. We deal with this on a constant basis. Have you not seen Tennessee Trucker come through here? Like, he has problems with the English.
Yeah, and he's from Tennessee.
Exactly. So I mean, this is it. Don't worry about it. And we're used to this.
Yeah,
We almost have our own.
We can read through it. You know what I mean? Like,
just don't do any acronyms because I mean.
Yeah, just hey, I learned a lot of them, man. VTM, baby, VTM.
Yeah, I get a call from Jesse yesterday. What's your VTM?
No,
sorry, text first.
I texted you.
You
had to call to ask me.
I was like, because he sent me a text like, "Hey, what's your VTM?" I don't know if I want to answer the question because I don't know what that is. So I call him like, "What the heck are you talking about? Was it vehicle or?"
I don't even think it was VTM.
No, it was total vehicle or miles traveled.
Oh yeah, vehicle total miles.
Yeah, vehicle total miles.
VMT. That's a real thing. I read it in a book. Ooh, speaking of which, in reading said book, because I'm trying to figure out like a whole bunch of stuff. So did you know that America roadways, there is about almost 15 million miles of a road in America?
That's a lot.
Now, did you know the trucking industry in 2019 or 2020? I want to say it was 2020. Was down 4% in movement. You know what I mean? Like, but still ran 2.91 trillion miles.
Wow.
So to think about that, there's 15 million miles of roadway that was utilized at 2.9 trillion, which was down 4% from 3.1 something trillion.
Dang.
Reading the book, baby. Reading the book. We're gonna smash this thing.
I would
smash this thing.
I would think electric commercial trucks would be extremely heavy. They're really not all that heavy, but
what would
the
be?
Batteries, but it would be heavy.
Yeah, but they subtracted a lot of stuff too. Like, so all their little like testing has been done on like with no sleeper.
That's a good point. Yeah, we do add a lot of crap.
But also in book. So you made a little trip the other day, right? Mm-hmm. And you took your physical.
Yep.
Congrats.
I'm down.
You passed.
I'm damn near killed myself. But 1 pound in 2 years.
So then once you take said physical, right, you have to take said physical to the DMV. Mm-hmm. So did you know, as of now, it's not recommended that you don't, but it is not by law that you even have to carry your medical card anymore. Because the reason why you have to bring it down there is they put it into something called the SLD.
Right, to where it brings it up whenever
it attaches it to your license.
Right.
So now when the officer,
when the officer slips or slides your ID through.
Once he types your stuff up, man, like boom, physical's right there. And by law in 2025, the doctor is going to have to send it to the DMV.
That'd be great because I get tired of going back to Oklahoma just to freaking submit a damn.
Yeah, 2025, baby. You don't have to do it no more.
Ridiculous. So,
but it's still recommended that you carry it, but it's not by law mandatory for you to carry it. It's still recommended because it is the government. So did you really trust them to put it in the system like they were supposed to?
No.
You should not. So definitely carry it with you, but it is not mandatory. And these are things that I've learned. Yes, more to come.
So these I've heard that they're really heavy, but I've also heard that they're not. So I mean, there's back and forth with. I know that the batteries end up weighing a lot. Paper chase better than cake. Whoa. I'm California educated. Look, and I spell pretty dang good. My English.
No.
See,
you got that from the University of Phoenix, friend. You got that from Arizona.
No, I did not. I did not take spelling and grammar courses from University of Phoenix.
You were pretty stupid, California.
Hey, I've always been pretty decently smart. I just didn't really show it.
I said pretty stupid, California.
Yeah. What kind of books? See, he doesn't read books. He only reads a book because he has to.
Yes. I have published novels, thrillers, and suspense. Like, you wrote them? Like, you have books that you wrote?
You actually have them?
Like, oh, this is what I read? Or like, hey,
I think that's what she hears. I think that's what
she said. I have published books. So does that mean like?
I think that she did publish a few novels.
Hey, look at you. I don't
read though.
Yeah, I don't read.
Unless it's on audiobook.
Like this book. The only reason I'm reading this book is for that rodeo thing.
Yeah. Unless it's on an audiobook, he ain't doing it. I'm telling you right now.
I had to get the audiobook.
Yeah.
And I've read some of it to try to I have to go through it. So this is like my second time around and I'm starting to remember things. What else we got?
I don't know. We're kind of going through here.
You're getting.
No, I'm glad that we checked all those.
Oh, all right. Look at us go.
Oh yeah, I wrote audiobooks too.
Kirsty, how do you write an audiobook?
That's a good point. Hey,
Here's Timothy Turbo 2. Timmy Turbo. TT2. TTT. Triple T's.
Holding his probably holding his double cheeseburger.
He probably can't run through. I can see him. I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. I'm here.
Better late than never, because we saw that you commented on the one because you weren't there last week. So I mean, at least now you're actually here. So congratulations. But
you were well missed, sir.
But that's I think that we're gonna hold on.
Oh.
I wrote one about the Zodiac Killer. Was on the bestsellers list with James Patterson.
You wrote one about the Zodiac Killer? Did you do like research and stuff on that?
You would probably have to.
Are we in like the presence of stardom?
Maybe.
This is crazy.
It is actually you reading the audiobooks.
Yeah, did you voice over the audiobook or did you pay somebody to do that?
I don't know. I mean, I guess I could probably do one on YouTube.
I'm not asking you. I'm asking her.
I don't know. I don't know. I have no idea.
That's see me as hey Kirsty, did you actually read for the audio or did you pay somebody else? Like I know you have to pay for the studio time. I know how all this works. My brother, when he first started, had to do the hold messages. Those are killers. Like that is so annoying because you're like press 1. Press 2. So like the one person will do it for multiple companies.
Right.
So you get the person to be like, press 1, press 2. And then you chop all that up. And then for different companies, each one is a different option. So like with that person, then you'll punch them in. You mean like press 1 to talk to sales, press 2. And then the next one will be like, press 1 for Tom, whatever. You know what I mean? Like, and then they just have to do that over and over and over and over and over. You had to compete. With the NFL draft.
We had to compete with the NFL draft.
We weren't beating that.
Yeah.
That was a good draft too, man. Like Thursday was a good draft.
Defense. It's just like it was all defense. It was crazy. I was offered big money for my World War II spy novel to become a screenplay. And you didn't take it?
What were you like, nah.
Nah.
I got trucking money. I don't need your money.
Apparently.
I got that Prime money.
You paid someone to narrate it.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
I'm just saying, I think she has a voice for it, though.
Well, did you take the money?
Yes.
They have 5 titles published. Oh, cool. Congratulations.
I'll have to tell. My mother-in-law reads. I will let her know. Look for Trucking with Kirsty.
I doubt that's what she goes with.
Oh.
Like, no, I didn't sell it. They didn't want to give me the credit for the story.
Oh, they try to rip you off. Yeah.
I would have still took the money.
No. You get way bigger money. That's like when those producers sign deals for $5,000 and then like Timberland will turn around and sell your beat for $500,000 and all you got was $5,000 to make it. You know what I mean? Like she's missing out on a whole bunch of, you know what I mean? Like you're looking at the after factor, like when they turn it into a screenplay and they make a movie on it and all that other good stuff. Like you're missing a lot of money. Like imagine if the chick that wrote Harry Potter was like, oh, okay, yeah, I'll take $200,000 for you to make my thing a screenplay. How much money would she have missed? Because a lot of people watch the movie that never read the book.
Right.
So you're missing out on a lot of money on that.
I mean, no offense about the California educated. I was also a product of public education myself. My public education through California wasn't that bad. I mean, I sucked in school, but I'm pretty sure it's because I was lazy. Pictures
of what?
You need spell check or pictures. Like, okay.
See,
I would have taken the money, but they said that if they put story by, but refused.
Right, you got to get your titles in. You got to get
Amazon
your
under Rhoda Detor, Rhonda D. Edor.
Oh yeah, I don't know how to operate a phone. I will let her know. She likes books. She reads. TV was on the other day. I was watching Law and Order last night, to be specific. Yeah. Oh, favorite show, dude. You know, when I was in jail, like it was always amusing because when I was in jail, like everybody's favorite show, like we watched it every day. No, it was Judge Judy. Like, how are we watching this crazy?
They're preparing for court.
Like, I don't understand.
That's not the court that you're going to.
I don't understand what we're doing here. Like, how are we watching judges all day? This is ridiculous. But yeah, mother-in-law definitely enjoys books, so I'll let her know.
Oh, she wants to run out here and mess with us. We locked the door this time.
Yeah. Oh, here we go.
Niners.
Yeah.
Niner gang.
Confused gang.
Not so much.
Are we gonna start Trey? We're gonna start Jimmy. I don't know.
No, Jimmy.
Let's just draft defensive players.
We need to get Jimmy out. Like Jimmy just needs to go. We need to put Trey Lance. Anywhere. We need to put Trey Lance like up into the roster. Anyway, you want to go get our special guest?
I can.
Go ahead and go get him.
I shall return.
He will return.
I think he's talking to the people.
We'll tell him that we're running out of time.
Dude, our time is our time.
Yeah, we usually.
Exactly, it's like a redo. Timmy Turbo just showed up.
We don't we don't restart just because Timmy Turbo shows up.
Yeah, that's an OG.
Trey starting. See, that's what I'm talking about. See, Trey starting. That's really what I want to have happen. Trey Lance. We either need to put everything behind him or we need to do something with him. Because the thing is, he was such an early draft pick. There was so much hype for him coming out of college, even though it was weird because I don't really see the kind of hype that was happening because when he was coming out of college, he didn't have the strength in the schedule of what a lot of other quarterbacks did. So, I mean, to me, it was kind of like, I think that there was a lot more hype than what there was skill-wise. But compared to Jimmy, I mean, Jimmy's not that good. Jimmy has had some issues. It is never too early in the year for football. Just so you take some pictures. That's the truth. Watch out for Danny Gray. He just said, yeah, that's the truth here.
I think the dog kidnapped him. He's not out there.
Had to rush to. Timmy said he had to rush to get here.
Well, there.
Yeah, wherever he's at.
Hey, this is on YouTube, man. You can get it on your phone.
They say get rid of Debo. I don't want to get rid of Debo because I mean the thing was he asked for a trade, but the thing is even Lynch said no. So Lynch was just kind of like, yeah, no, that's not gonna happen. So it's the thing was we've lost. We need to get it going. Like the thing is, Jimmy, as good of his pedigree of what it is, especially being that he was all about whenever he came from the Pats, being that he trained under Brady, that was his biggest hype. But the thing was, he's nothing compared to how Brady is. So it's.
Hey, you coming? Okay. Hey, you ease your toe with me there, fucko.
Saying go Eagles. This ain't no Eagles channel, Kiersey. Look here. This ain't no Eagles channel. You can keep that and go back to Philly. Let them come to KC. Yeah, KC takes all of the Niners retirement people anyway.
I'll see you when you get over here.
He's right there in front.
Well, he is now. It wasn't earlier.
So let them come to KC. Look, KC cannot just keep taking our sloppy seconds. Like they did it with Montana. They did it with Smith. It's just like, you don't need, y'all are better than that.
They're in a pickle. They need somebody.
This is the best time of the year for football. I like draft. I like draft better than the regular season. Yeah. I like the
draft is cool, but you never get to see them play.
I like the draft because I mean it's those shows the potential for the season. But I mean, so like this is you see a big thing with the NBA draft, but there's so much that gets put into the NFL draft. It's ridiculous because it's you're booking the entire season like on that. Like that's the rest of your empire. That's the rest of like it's. I kind of ramble when it comes to it, but I like the draft, but
Yeah,
it's also it's
the game before the game.
Well, it's also it's that touch, that's that kick back into season. It's that kick where hey, football's coming back.
Yeah, just wait a few more months.
Exactly. Well, because heck, in college, we're starting to have the summer games, we're starting to have the spring games. So I mean, now we're getting back into football again. I like it. Eagles are looking nice. Adding AJ Brown. Look. Hey, Niner gang only. Tim, games are so boring now with the rules. NHL was so much better. We take them to the boards. Look,
how did you get to that? No, there's a difference between H and F, okay? Hockey, football. How'd you get?
She's like, NHL is so much better. She's like, we could take them to the boards, but yeah, but you can knock the crap out of somebody in the NFL too. I mean, you just can't hit them in the head like you used to. Don't forget, also took Elvis Kerr back. Oh, good old Elvis.
How do you not draft somebody named Elvis though? Like I'm just saying.
Yeah, Elvis Kerr back. Oh my God, I've heard that name forever. Point. I like to do the research. See, with the draft, I get that. Like I can understand that. 3 favorite teams are Broncos, Saints, and any team playing against Brady. Broncos just got Russell Wilson. Yeah, that's gonna be interesting. I know that when it came to Russell, I think that he's on the backside of his career. I don't think that he's past halfway. I don't think that he's
an above board Alex Smith.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying he's Alex Smith. I'm saying he's a step above that.
Right.
But you know what I mean? Like, he's a good scrambler, a good mover, good stays in the pocket, looks to throw before he runs, but has the execution to be able to run, has seen things, can audible out. He's not the greatest quarterback ever, but I don't think he ever was.
No, well, the thing is also when it came to the way that Pete Carroll, the way that he runs, he is based over, he's a quarterback type of coach. He did the same thing with Matt Leinart down in USC. He's always been a big QB type coach. So that type of playing is cognitive to how Russell Wilson plays. The thing is now he is going to another coach, which is completely different. Right. So I mean, I think it's going to be.
I think it'll be fine.
Interesting, but
he fits in anything.
I mean, a lot of sports are better back then.
Back in the days when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore. But some days,
right now I'm sweating. My Warriors hope they get by Memphis. See, I don't know about the basketball side. It's like, well, the only thing basketball wise, I'm a Laker fan, not a LeBron fan. Laker fan.
What's the difference?
A bunch of crybabies now.
Oh.
But she's talking about a bunch of crybabies now.
Oh, I thought we were talking about the Lakers.
Hockey is like boxing. You get to go to a boxing match and that hockey game breaks out.
Good point. There was a thing I watched the other day that that's all they did. It was years ago, but it was up in Danbury, Connecticut. And it was a boxing match on skates. You know what I mean? Like, so it was legit. There was no hockey involved. It was just all the brawlers from hockey. You know what I mean? Like boxing it out. That's crazy. It was called like the Danbury Thrashers. Like if you look it up on that, like you'll see it.
The Thrashers. Yeah. Okay.
And so they put on a whole thing up there in Danbury. Then
did you watch that on Netflix or is it?
No.
Or you remember it from back in the day?
No, they did old McAfee. Yeah. He did a thing with them.
Okay, because I mean that was
he was like, how often can I say Pizzano? It was funny.
But so it was.
Yeah, you say that, but we know it's your bad. It wasn't our bad. We've been here.
So we'll take this. We're going to take this point. I know that somebody has an intro of what they want to do with it.
Oh, yeah.
So I will let the MC take it away. Or Hype Man. I think Hype Man.
Yeah. Bro, I'm Flavor Flav. You ready, bro? Yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and dogs, pigeons and penguins, welcome. I like to introduce to you, you know what I mean? Like, I know him as Smoke, Facebook knows him as Unapologetically El Marro, and the rest of the world knows him as Orion Jonesville James.
Welcome to the show. Look, he's like, I got you a drink and you bring your own. Like,
Coffee is good better for you.
okay. Even better than cocoa?
What drink did you bring for him?
I got him that body armor.
Yeah.
Oh, that's still out on the table with them cigarettes.
Yeah, that's right there.
I
don't forget.
went out there, dude. Found the cigarette pack. The bottom. I'm like, yeah, I think dog ate them. Kidnapped him.
Anyway, so Orion Jones is like one. I would say one of like the guys that are on the pad. Like he's one of the guys that helped me go like to where what I am, like especially with training. I'm sure you really didn't do very much.
Yeah, he helped me a lot, dude.
Oh no. You helped me. When nobody else talked to me on the pad. Justin did.
He taught me a lot.
But
taught me how to write emails. Taught me how to send emails, and I'm taking notes, man. Because if you notice, like old George is sitting behind Steve watching, so I got to sit behind him. You know what I mean? Like this guy's leaving soon. Too, so I gotta learn to pick up the slack. I gotta get in my tone. Left, right. I just did that. I gotta get on my gig, man. Gotta get my gig. It's gonna be awesome.
But if you guys, especially one of the best trainers that's actually out here, but the thing is to like you see, he is also one of the more identifiable people, especially down here on the pad.
White beard does that.
I was going to say the shoes.
Or the shoes, of course. So there's nobody else better than that.
This dude is like
when people say like, "What are those?" Like they normally mean it in a good thing.
Yeah. Normally you could also see it from across the pad, but he's always been known like for the shoes, like definitely the best dressed instructor out here by far. But to be honest, though, it's not that hard to beat a lot of us though too.
Do you remember? I don't know. There was a time. There was a time. I'm not going to say the guy matched the shoe game or whatever. You remember there was a flatbetter out here and he was messing with his brother or whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and that dude came out in like shirt and tie and was a flatbetter. You know what I mean? Like, so, you know what I mean? Like, and then what they would do is they put coveralls on whenever they were strapping tarp loads when they come out, but they're always in a polo, always creased pants.
Real weirdo.
Professional. That like those dudes were like fleet managers. Anyway.
Well, see, we're getting some comments here that say, "Well, good. I love all sports except golf."
Golf ain't a bad sport though.
No, golf is like
we still play.
We golf.
Yeah, we got something coming out, don't we?
Yeah, we're supposed to.
We're supposed to. We gonna get it. We gonna get it. I don't know when.
So me and Justin.
I ran across my clubs. I mean, your clubs the other day.
Each one day.
It is getting warmer out there. It is definitely getting warmer out there. So now
it's a little wet. It's a little wet though.
It's wet right now, but it's definitely getting warmer. We gotta get.
Like I'm just trying to cut down on all the excuses. Like, oh, the ball didn't roll because it was wet. So you know what I mean? Like playing me in unfair conditions.
The ball has to get to somewhere where it could roll first, and you tend to miss the ball.
Yeah. Well, first of all, you don't know what I tend to do.
Yeah, dude. We also went to the range,
and I hit it every time, dude. Just saying 170 with the 7-iron.
Anyway,
that's right.
Oh, triple trouble now.
Did you know Kiersey, don't you?
Yeah, Kiersey. You know Kiersey.
Vaguely.
You know she wrote books, bro.
She wrote books.
She's like published on Amazon.
Yeah.
Why she just said I'm scared?
Because you do look scary. There are some times that
this makes it better. Friendly hat, yellow in it. It's all
it's the friendly. It's all fruity.
Hey man, you've been suspended for saying less.
Yeah.
We don't talk about suspensions.
I'm just trying to give them a heads up, man.
So
a lot of people listening right now. Now most of them ain't gonna care. They were like, "What?"
Paper Chase putting out there. He's like the best jersey collection
all day, every day, baby.
There you go. See, yeah, Timmy Turbo says golf involves a lot of drinking. It's a great sport.
There you go. Especially mini golf. Good at that.
I mean, there was whenever I used to play, when I was in the military, I know that involved a lot of drinking. They usually it was like one beer per hole. When you realize there's 18 holes, that's a lot of beer. Do you remember like 17, 18? You're just like, okay.
I don't know. I've never played golf.
Says you are so good, you're intimidating. So she just trying to kiss ass.
There you know.
There's that book writing skill.
There you go. She's working at quite
It's
nicely.
like so good. They're intimidating. But
Got me scared.
I mean, honestly, like whenever like I first met him, like I didn't really like there was intimidation in a way. I didn't want to talk.
It takes a while to get to know people. I mean,
It takes a while for you to.
It takes a while for you to get good with people.
But we didn't come in and we came in like PSDs, and all of a sudden, you're my best bud.
Yeah.
Hey, bud.
Okay, brother. No, it took a minute. I had to see you, and me and you talked about that last night. I had to see what you could do.
Okay, hold on. What?
God, dog.
This is our fan base, man.
That sounds like
Wow.
Mr. Orion.
You gotta love this.
Mr. Orion has a deep, smooth voice with a calming cadence. I don't think you can get his number, bro. Like that, I think that I don't know, Peg Leg. Like that. Wow. But either way, but you're starting to try to get into YouTube thing now, aren't you? Like you're
unapologetic instructors.
Unapologetic instructors, guys. Go check that out. There's
the whole 2 videos.
The 2 videos. The 2 videos.
They're wrong.
I mean, you gotta start somewhere. I mean, heck, even though
better than my none.
Yeah,
that's a good point. Well, you have more with me. You have videos.
This is yours, man. I'm just chilling.
This is more so ours as
Prime time
Fitz
and
with
Justin.
Well, he did that because I told him it was his show and he had to bring all the food. And then he was like, no, I'm gonna put your name on it.
Well,
trying to get me to,
and that's why we're gonna do the community unapologetic instructors, so that
I'm here for
even Primetime Fitz is on there. He may have a video, you gonna have a video, whatever we can do. We just gotta get somebody with good editing.
I've seen him be apologetic though.
I have apologized.
Have you?
I don't think he can make the show.
No, I've apologized because I spouted off at the mouth saying that I was going to beat somebody in a competition and I didn't.
What kind of competition?
One where you have to buckle up for trophies, and apparently I buckled up. He didn't, but he still won.
Oh,
but now he has to read books.
Yeah, that's not cool. Not Kirsten books either.
that's gonna be a lot.
But I've learned things, man. I've learned.
Have
things.
you?
Yeah.
Is it useful?
Nope.
Oh,
well,
not so much. He knows acronyms now.
Yeah. VTM, baby, VTM.
Venereal diseases.
That's what I thought. That's exactly what I thought.
Careful what you wish for. You came on top.
It was like I can't even remember what it is now. It's like vehicle trucking miles or something like that.
Yeah. Total vehicle miles.
Yeah, vehicles total miles.
TVM. Yeah.
Vehicle total miles.
Yeah. That was in that stupid book, man. I don't know.
You know what?
I don't know why I need to know that, but I do. Acronyms for whatever.
I have an odometer in my truck.
Yeah, that's what it's asking. What is the vehicle?
Didn't ask what the odometer is.
I can look at my odometer and mine says 58,000.
Okay, well the ATA put that book out so you can address all your issues with them. I'm just spouting out what I've read.
But okay, well, hey, if you want to walk around and talk about LGBTQ and FMLA and all this other good stuff.
Good other acronyms.
Do all that.
Yeah,
FMCSA, FMCSR. There's an FMCSR. Like, you know what I learned? There's too many different departments inside of trucking. Like, there's a whole lot of.
There's a whole bunch of chiefs.
FMCSR is research.
That way nobody can fall down. They always got another fallback guy.
It's somebody else's fault.
It's a labyrinth.
That's the truth. Also, it's a whole bunch of community of people that wants to get together to try to regulate whenever they can't regulate themselves.
True. I'm going to regulate your regulation that you regulated to us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
While everybody's not making money. But we'll sit around in a committee and we'll just argue all this crap.
We'll get it under control.
Yeah. So hold on. Let's see what Kirsty says. Someone told me stay away from Mr. Jones. You'll prove until you prove yourself.
I'm still trying. Well, writing books.
You're intimidating people, man.
That's not intimidating.
It's calm. It's a calm cadence.
Yeah,
it's a calm cadence.
Deal with the
smooth, calm, smooth cadence.
Get my beard white on.
3 o'clock
okay, Tim, you got to get some spell
Spell
check
check going
before
on.
you put your stuff out here, bro.
Apologize.
You want-
apologies. I think he's a couple in. Like that might be why. Is for the week.
I got a great
Hey,
fan base.
bro, that's the wrong version of weak. Look, I know things. It's supposed to be
It's
WEH.
spelled- it's got two things.
Look, I know things. I know things. That's the wrong week.
This is what
That was
this
last
is-
week.
Hey, that's pretty interesting right there.
What's that one? Where you at?
That if you do not feel
Oh, if you don't feel good, because I mean that's a common. That's back when old COVID.
yeah, because you coming to work with me regardless. I don't care. We got this truck driving. You better figure it out.
COVID don't stop nothing.
That's
You
yeah.
can work mask up. Let's go.
Oh, Kiersey's going. She's arriving at the customer. Got to help the TNT.
Deuces,
TNT.
ma'am.
Well, we will just
Deuces.
bring it up on the feed and we will guide her right in.
Exactly. We could do that.
We can do that.
That would be interesting.
We got
the
3
problem-
o'clock, 9 o'clock. You know, we
The
got it right.
problem is though.
We got to follow the tail around.
Yeah.
Just watch it.
Watch the tail.
The problem is there's so much of a lag. It's like, oh, turn right. Oh, I already hit the truck.
Oh, well, you should have turned right. Well, you don't
Let's
think
Was
about
the problem.
Put it in the hole. You spelled all that right. Good job, Tim.
It wasn't.
I'm an ex-craps dealer, not a speller. So I bet you that dude can count.
Not that money.
I was coming back from Los Angeles today on I-5 northbound on the Grapevine, and I counted 5 bears in each. I had one tracker pulled over. I seen people going 90 plus and blowing by them bears and don't care. Yeah,
What kind of bear are we talking about? We talking about
Right.
roar? Or are we talking about woo?
I would hope that it's more so the Wii U. Or,
Yeah,
I
'cause
don't
if
know
it's a
why
regular
bears
bear
be
going
over
90?
freaking-
A bear doing 90.
Counted 5 bears and each one.
But
had
look, you got a
tracker.
pretty picture of a bear, not woo.
Good point.
And was it a polar bear? Was it Smoky Bear?
People going, but
Look at this trucker when
so
he
what
goes
you
coming at
have-
you, motherfucker. Yeah, that's
See,
how
I found
C's,
them.
I hate CHPs.
Oh,
Ah.
Those are chips.
Do 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 do.
so you can put a chocolate chip up there instead of a bear.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
But so the thing is, you have like right now,
Or a picture of Poncherello.
you have a lot of guys or a lot of agencies that are going through that. There's a blitz that's going on for like the brakes and everything like that.
Yeah.
I know Georgia doing it. California's probably doing the
That's
same
the
thing.
nationwide one.
Yeah. So I mean, that's why you have all the truck. Also, you got to look at this too. A lot of the California. Also
Well, I mean,
has,
90 was a pretty good reason too.
Well, the thing also too is
Just
though,
throwing that out
California
there.
has commercial vehicle officers, and that's all of what they deal with is just commercial vehicles.
Okay.
So
Really?
they might have called forward like the ones with the trucks and everything like that, with the campers that are on the
Yeah.
back. All those guys, they just deal strictly with
Oh, the
commercial
truck.
vehicles.
The truck guys deal with trucks.
Truck guys deal with trucks.
Okay.
They probably did bad with the regular public, so they got to deal with us. They're probably on like, well, I wouldn't be administrative leave. They're shooting too many people.
I mean, it's California.
Yeah.
The snowflakes.
Yeah, I just like California. Woo bears. Woo bears.
Appreciate you, Pegs.
Oh.
See, I understood that. Woo, bears. Woo.
So I do have a little bit of random. You could probably end up tacking in on this one too.
Oh boy, here we go. This is gonna get good.
So we're having a big issue right now with students relying on Facebook, students going on and talking on Facebook, students going on and talking on, just relying solely on YouTube. I'm tired of this crap. I really am.
I don't know what kind of students y'all be getting. I don't do that.
That's because you friendly. I mean,
And
they
it
do.
begins. It begins.
But they sit there and they go on there and they hold it together like you're going to somebody that has no knowledge.
Mhm.
No knowledge. They've been in the game for 48 damn hours. And all of a sudden, they know all about trucks.
Yep, exactly.
As soon as they finish the test,
Mhm.
I'm an instructor. This is what you do. This is how you do it.
Exactly.
Stop.
Exactly.
You're a grown ass man or woman. Come here, listen to your instructor, learn
Right.
from your instructor. And that's all you need to worry about.
It is all you need to worry about, because the thing about it is you're having all kinds of issues. Like you're taking all of the information from the peanut gallery.
Yeah.
But it's like you're taking all the information from people who have no idea of what's going on. You have no idea how any kind of workings go on, because 9 times out of 10, most of the guys that are in there don't even have trainers yet. So now you're just basing it's tearing this whole system apart to where it's undermining the trainers, it's undermining the instructors. So by the time that we get people think that they know everything,
And that's
which they don't.
No. And then when you exploit it, i.e., I have no problem exploiting it.
Mhm.
You can't talk a good game to me. You're gonna put some action with them words.
Oh, yeah, this is Missouri, man.
Show me.
Show me.
You ain't gonna put it together. I'm gonna light you up.
Right, don't
Exactly.
tell me. Show
I
me.
mean, they taking it, and if it's not said by your instructor, leave it where it's at.
Yep.
Y'all ain't none of them here with friends, because as soon as they fail, as soon as they get sent home, they can go back on Facebook. Oh, I got sent home. They getting kicked out the group anyways.
Exactly. No, some of the people aren't even getting kicked out of the group even if they go home. So we have people that are at home that have gotten kicked out of the program that are still putting stuff into this group. So the thing is, don't do some of your research, but that's not the research.
Yeah,
That's not your research. When you get here, listen to your flipping instructor.
that's it.
That's all you have to do.
My students don't talk to your students about
No,
what
my
we
students-
do,
my
or
students
your
are-
student. Well, we just went through that today.
Yes,
we
did.
don't share that information.
Most of our
Don't
students
get
are
anybody else in trouble.
most of our
Yeah.
students are afraid of him anyways. So
Actually, I'm pretty cool with your students, just not mine.
Yeah,
great.
Yeah.
I ain't got nothing to say to mine. We here
That's
for
what
one
my
thing.
student
We here
today,
about
he said-
business.
He said more words to you in 30 seconds than he said to his students in like 3 days.
We about business.
Yeah, that's
We
true.
come in and we do what we do.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? We knock it down and we get it on out the way. But a lot of them don't come in. They
That's a
Facebook,
good point.
social media.
Young as always, it says students don't know shit from
Exactly.
They should be a sponge and be seen and not heard. We talked about that today.
Very
We got
much.
2
Shinola?
years, Shinolia?
It's like it's just the saying. Like
Okay. Apparently we need
you call it shit. You could call it they don't know shit from their ass.
Is that
They
what that
don't know
means?
something like that.
I mean, because I mean, you capitalize the whole thing, dude. That's some
that's
bold
some old
statement.
out west stuff, but that's like
bro. How do you do that?
what?
Like, you are the king of like, oh, you're from here. Like, oh, that's here. Like
you know everywhere.
you know
That is a
everywhere,
good
bro. Like,
point.
how do you do that?
Like that's
I was well traveled at one point.
It always
traveled.
amazes me. 'Cause he will ask people like, yo, where are you from? You know what I mean? Like, they'll be like, oh, over here. Oh, down by blah, 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 blah. And he like know everything about where they're at. You go over to the so-and-so spot, get your shoes. They do, oh, yeah. Look. And then people look at him shocked. Like, I'm like, yeah, dude,
Like-
I'm just as shocked as you. Like, this
like
dude
my
never
new student-
fails.
My new student, she from Palm Beach County. She's 5'6". Believe me, by the time she spit where she from, I know people where she from. If she from Revere, I know all about blue hair. You know what I'm saying? My daughter went to school at Lynn University. That's down there by Boynton. We gonna talk some things now. I got people in Delray.
Look,
I'm going through there.
Florida, I understand.
right.
But as we start to travel to like Texas, bro, this is
Yeah.
unacceptable.
You start doing
Like,
it.
how do you do this?
You do in Texas, Kansas, Chicago.
Yeah, like it don't take much.
You move around a little bit.
Exactly.
A little bit.
I mean, I don't know Connecticut.
I don't know that. I don't. I'm not trying to remember.
I know y'all
Oh,
had Aaron Hernandez.
Didn't you serve in Connecticut?
Yes, I did. Somebody told us one day, "Thank you for your service," and I was like, "Oh, but I didn't serve." And
I
then
did too.
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. I served in New Haven Correctional.
Mandatory
service
service.
came a long way there.
Different type of service, but I mean, I served.
Look, can I come back in a few minutes?
Go ahead.
Because
man.
I don't want this young lady sitting here too long.
No, we still got to talk about your shoes. We got about.
Oh,
We gonna get into that.
She don't need to hear half of this dumbness we got going on.
Exactly. Trucker will.
She gonna start to think you nice or something.
She got a chance to not hear about that bullshit.
Look, you already got half of that speech.
It's the same we use in the Marine Corps. Oh, okay. I know military acronyms, but I don't know that one. So, trucker will.
Hello, y'all. Hello from the other side.
That's not
I don't think so.
Deadman.
That's a nice little Nice little graphic.
That's a
you
little
got going
graphic. I
on
like the graphic though, man. I'm digging that.
there. Yeah.
2002, I started trucking in Colorado, went to school here, and had to know the entire pre-trip. Worked for it.
Not so
real
swift.
in flatbed. Wow, Swift flatbedder, and had to learn from instructors. So got to listen to the instructor, because the thing about it is too is that you're coming into something you do not know. Yes, that what we're doing here ends up being free CDL training, but the thing about it is
It's not free.
it's well, whenever they leave, it's not free.
But that's the thing. Like even with that, this is what I tell you. Like this isn't free. A year of your life cost you something.
Yeah,
That's a year of your life. You know what I mean? Like, so,
I'm talking about monetary. Like, you don't got to go somewhere.
right. There's no funds that I put up.
Right.
But understand, like, there's real money being spent. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like, so there's a lot of money out of the money that you owe that comes to us, that goes to fleet managers, that goes to the people in the office. Like, Prime just loaned you the money. Instead,
Right.
if you do a year with us, we'll cover the loan. You know what I mean? Like, you don't
Right.
owe us anything. So, like, you owe a year of your life. I mean, like, so, and what else could you be doing in that year of your life? You know what I mean? Like, so it cost you something. You know what I mean? Like,
True. Yeah,
but at the end of the day, study your stuff, right? And if you want to study other people's stuff, like he says, man, like you're on your own then. Like go talk to that guy.
Exactly. No, the thing is about it too. I don't know how they train. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to automatically assume, okay, you know everything. We'll put you on the test. And guess what? You fail.
I mean,
that's your fault.
I take a different approach than y'all. I always say just have a conversation with me. Like if you hear something or whatever, have a conversation with me. We'll talk about why they do what they do, why I do what I do. You know what I mean? Like, and if that sounds good to you, hey, there's not too many people out here who are going to be able to teach something that I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, so.
Right. Well, it's also, but it's if you're wanting to put, obviously you feel so strongly about that person or about that other instructor that you want to base your entire learning based off of it. Who am I to say no?
Right.
Okay, if you're end up being great. But if not, if you want to listen to what I have to say.
And at the end of the day, like, why are you watching that video?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm telling you what to do. So what makes you feel the need to go watch that video?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like for me, most of mine will hear something from another student. Like,
right.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm not foolish, man. You guys have friends out here, do all that other good stuff. So I'm not foolish about it. You guys always have friends you talk to and stuff like that. So when you hear something, like, just come ask me about it. I'd rather have a conversation with you about it,
right?
About why I do what I do, this and that, than ever to just have you. And then if you want to try it out, go ahead. You know what I mean? Like, who am I to stop you? Because at the end of the day, this is yours, right? So you're wasting your time. I know this works. X amount of people have proven that this philosophy that I'm trying to teach you has worked. You know what I mean? Like, so how many people are accounted for from the video you're watching? You know what I mean? Like, because some of those guys out there ain't out here. You know what I mean? Like, they're not out here getting it. There's a couple of them out there in YouTube land that do it. And there's a lot more that don't. So they have a whole lot of advice for you about what you're supposed to do and how you're supposed to do it. And don't be out here. You know what I mean? Like, so be careful what you wish for at the end of the day. And why are you going to dig? Do you not trust your instructor? Do you not? You know what I mean? Like, and that's a problem that you should have brought up in the first place.
Right. Well, the thing is too, is like,
except for that guy.
You're coming into this and you don't know anything. Why would you, if you called like a plumber, would you tell the plumber how to fix your pipe? No, you wouldn't. You wouldn't do that. So the thing is, if you don't know anything about it, you don't know anything about the industry. 2 ears, 2 eyes, 1 mouth. That's the way I look at it. That's also the way that's the military side of it. And that's especially him being military as well. That's what we were taught. Right. That's it. So it's like you have 2 ears, 2 eyes, 1 mouth. You don't open the mouth unless you're told to.
Right.
So if I want your opinion, I'll ask for it.
Right. Well, that's why I tell people, though, like, I'd be your best student or your worst student. You know what I mean? Like, because for me, I need to have an understanding, but I'm also not afraid to open my mouth and ask. Right. I'm not going to go looking for the answer from somebody else. I'd rather find it from you. But sometimes some people can just get so rah, you know what I mean? Like that guy that, like, hey, I don't understand. You know what I mean? Like, he probably would have hated me because I need to understand what the hell 3 and 9 is. You know what I mean? Like, I don't understand it. And because I don't understand it, I can be the monkey and do that. But it's upsetting me that I don't know why I'm doing it. So, but you got to, if you're not vocal about it, you know what I mean? Like, then you'll never get you'll never get it. And then you go searching for outcomes somewhere else. And that just seems stupid.
That saying came from my senior drill instructor in boot camp. He was from the Redlands, Alabama. And he said, saying for everything. Mine sang everything. Like it was like he had a weird way of he sang everything.
Got on his Drake.
Yeah. So what was it? The way like some of his cadence were like it was so normally we have one so a C-130 rolling down the strip, like it's to keep you in cadence, right? Or to keep you in step. Well, the way he would do it was like C-130 rolling down the strip. Like it's like okay, like we put
Did you put the at the end of it though?
he put the on the end of it.
Right, but don't you have to repeat?
We had to. Yeah, we had to.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
So I mean it's
I'll be rolling looking good. I'm saying.
So how would you know or how would you know what I don't know unless I'm asking questions? We're not saying not to ask the questions. That's not what I'm getting at. I have no problem with the asking of the question side of it, but also whenever you've been doing this long enough, you know the questions of what they're going to ask.
Right.
Because 9 times out of 10, they've been asked before. So I know it's like, okay, based on all the students of what I've done, all the students of what you've done, all the students of what O has done, we know the questions that are going to come out. We also know the right questions that need to be asked. If you end up asking and say, okay, we're doing the straight line, but then you start asking, well, what about if I did this with a Peterbilt? We're not doing that. We're focusing on what
like there are such things as stupid questions.
There are.
As much as people may not say, no such thing as stupid question. Okay, well, as we're backing up this Freightliner, who cares about what you would do in a Peterbilt?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like that is a dumb question at the present moment.
Exactly. But I mean, the best advice, I'm sure, saying for you as well, when it comes to trainees, listen to your instructor.
So a lot of people will tell you I'm a nice guy, right? Like he'll tell you that all the time.
Mm-hmm.
But the biggest thing at the end of the day, I have a license.
True.
I don't need one. Nope. You can go listen to whoever you want to listen to. You can do, you know what I mean? Like I'm just not as vocal about it as you guys are. Like it doesn't bother me that you want to go get somebody else's opinion. It doesn't bother me that you don't want to trust me. That's fine. You know what I mean? Like go ask somebody else. Like it doesn't upset me because at the end of the day, I know I have my license. I know I can get you a license. You know what I mean? Like I know I can do everything that I need to do to get you to where you got to go. That's been a proven fact. You know what I mean? Like if you feel like you got to venture out somewhere else, cool. Go do what you got to do. Again, you're just delaying your process. They're not going to put you with somebody else just because you went and asked somebody else. You know what I mean? Like that's not going to happen.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I try to tell my students, I hate to do it to them, man, but I'm like your first and last instructor. Because the people that struggle with other instructors, they give those students to me.
Exactly.
So like, who are they going to give you to? You know, like there's nothing after me.
Also look at it this way: if you end up getting with one of us, and mind you, one of us being like some of the top instructors that are here, the chance of you, if you get off of our truck,
good recovery.
What
you said us?
Yeah, I said us.
Yeah,
I would say us.
And then you quickly moved away to expand everybody into it, not just me and you.
Right.
Good recovery.
Well,
Kiss us.
No, because there's the guys that are out here that are out here on the pad are some of the top instructors that we have at the company. So the thing is, if you end up going with one of us and it doesn't work with one of us, the chances of you going to another instructor are kind of slim. So they'll probably end up sending you home. Because we can test you out. It's like we've dealt with the gauntlet of people.
We've given you an instructor. Prime has given you an instructor. That instructor knows his gig. You know what I mean? Like, and if you don't feel so, then you should say something. Mm-hmm. Don't get on this Facebook nonsense and be like, like there's numbers you can dial, right? There's a desk you can go to. Why are you on Facebook making complaints, man? Like
exactly.
Get up, complain to your instructor first, as you military folk would say, follow the chain of command. You know, like start with your instructor. You don't like the answer from him, take it to the next level. You can take this all the way to Rob's door. He doesn't have a problem with it.
Nope. Open door policy. So the thing is, whenever it comes to it, listen to your instructor. Like it's a
shame he's not here because he had somebody do that. He got a student. He got a student that did that. So,
but looks like we're getting towards the end of it. So when it comes to that, we appreciate you guys tuning in.
Even if it's late FBG.
FBG, what's going on, Tom? You get coming like right towards the end, brother. Like, come on. You know what time we start.
No, dude, it's random. Like, you can't blame him for that.
We don't start at 8 o'clock.
I was like, we can't blame Timmy Turbo. We have started at 8 o'clock
When did we start at 8 o'clock?
a while ago, like early in the beginning stages of this
know.
nonsense. But there was a time, yeah, because I remember being on the pad at 7 and you being mad. Yeah.
Oh. Either way, so
But I had work to do.
yeah. Anyway, guys, like so, this will wrap it up for the week. Tune in next week. Go and check it out. If any of you guys end up being in Springfield and you guys end up wanting to be part of the FUBAR experience, hit me up in the comments. Hit me up on email. My email, everything is hooked up into the description. Hit me up. We'll bring you into FUBAR. So until next week, stay safe.